everyone, my name is tobyhorrorboy and welcome to my unboxing of the Babyface Strange Nightmares Kickstarter. I backed the vinyl tier, so this is the deluxe version of the board game and some extras. I know this isn't my usual animatronic content, but I will take any excuse to post about Babyface. The box this came in is massive. My housemate messaged me saying I had a package and I ran to get it. The first thing you'll notice is that there's so much bubble wrap in here, which I really appreciate because as I was putting the box onto my desk, I banged it into the corner hard enough to tear the box. But everything inside is fine. They used all that bubble wrap for me personally. So let's pull everything out and then we'll look at each thing properly. I backed this Kickstarter in March of 2023, and despite how long I spent staring at the rewards, I have only the vaguest memories of what's going to be in here. We're opening it and seeing it now for the first time together. How exciting. They put an order slip in, but we're not looking at that because I want to be surprised. So our first thing is this desk mat, and it is massive. But we move the bubble wrap and the first thing I see is the glitter pony. Then we've got our Sal, Ash, Todd and Larry figures, and the dark glitter pony figure. Poor Travis all on his own in his little box. And the dice roller, I was so excited for this. And this beautiful shirt, I adore the artwork on it. And not last or least, the Strange Nightmares board game itself. My desk is a little cramped, but we do what we can with what we've got. This is our record, the vinyl they speak of in the tier I backed. Very excited for this as well. I mean, I'm excited for all of it, but I have my favorites. And finally, under the bubble wrap, we have extra little goodies. Okay, let's get this box out of the way and open everything up. We'll go in the order they came out of the box in, kind of. Starting with our desk mat. I promise that my desk is clean, so I'm not going to damage anything. This is unfortunately as clean as my craft desk gets. But look at this incredible desk mat. I don't have a desk to use this on because I'm always crafting on mine, but I'll find somewhere to put it. The layout of this is so good. I love the artwork, excellent use of the Super Gear Boy. And I love a good tape in a teacup. This is fantastic. Next up, we've got our glitter pony. If I recall correctly, I added him to my order as an extra. He didn't come in the vinyl tier. But if you're familiar with my other videos, you probably know that I made the sewer pony out of a Twilight Sparkle animatronic, so I have a deep bond with this little guy. Obsessed with the way that they've done the logo to look like the My Little Pony logo, it's perfect. Looking at him up close, he's so nice. They did so well, he's horrible and I love him. I never noticed that he had stubble, so that's fun. I really appreciate the gradient in his hair. I was planning to mod a My Little Pony to look like him, but then they announced this and I decided against doing my own. To match him, we also have the dark glitter pony. Again, fantastic work on the logo, and the box design for all of these figures is really good. This was a bonus for people who backed the campaign within the first 48 hours, and I scrambled to do that, but then had to agonize over how much money I could reasonably spend on a board game, even if it was Babyface. They are best friends, incredibly glad that I got them both. And we have figures of the 4 main characters. They look so good. Let's look at Sal first. They're a little bit shiny here, but that's just because they're under 2 ring lights. They look very normal otherwise. The team clearly put so much thought and care into designing them, and they're all very unique, which I appreciate. The detail is so good, they even sculpted in the rips in Sal's jeans. And with Ash, I love that they kept in the hand part of her sweater, and I really like how they did her hair. Todd is my favorite character, and mine has a little mark on his top, which is kind of sad, but it's okay. Babyface is such a beautifully stylized game, and not to be biased, but I feel like that's shown best with the Todd figure. The way he's holding himself, his posture, the way his shirt fits and how they've designed it here is exactly like in the game. I don't know much about toy design, but I can't imagine that it'd be easy to make these characters translate well into 3D. And Larry, he looks great. I love that he's just hanging out with his hands in his pockets. And here's Travis. He's a Kickstarter exclusive and I'm very glad that we unlocked him. I love the detailing on his face, but his poor eye, it's so gnarly. Okay, onto the t-shirt, and I am obsessed with this packaging. To be opened by authorized personnel only. That's me, I'm authorized personnel. There were 3 designs to choose from, but this one was my favorite. The art is so gorgeous, look at his hair. And the apartment in the background, I love this, and it's so soft. This is the record. I'm super impressed with it already. The design on the back is wonderful with all the different versions of Sal. I read the Keep Fighting the Darkness and got a bit emotional, but that is how it is with Babyface. The front art is also very nice, and there are our track listings. My partner has a good record player, so I'll probably put this on and just sit there sobbing or something. I do like the swirls on the centers as well. The soundtrack was a big part of why I went for this tier and not a lower one. I was most looking forward to it and the dice roller, and the soundtrack did not disappoint. Next up, we have the dice roller. And this was the biggest disappointment for me. It's so not what I was expecting that I thought they'd forgotten part of my order. So when the Kickstarter was live, the design for the dice roller was an Addison teacup and saucer, and I thought that was awesome. And at some point after the Kickstarter had closed, they realized that the teacup design wasn't viable, so they did a vote to see whether people wanted to have a totally different design for it or to lose the dice roller altogether. Of course, people wanted to still get a dice roller rather than have nothing, so they released this redesign back in July of 2024, which I didn't personally see because I've never looked at a Kickstarter update ever in my life. And that's on me for not knowing about the design change, but it's still a bit disappointing. It's gonna fit right in on my uranium shelf, but it's not my almost literal cup of tea. What we ended up with is really nice. It's solid and good quality, and if I'd known I was buying it when I bought it, that would be so fine. The tier I backed at was $250 USD, and I did that specifically so I could get the record and the teacup, and then the teacup isn't even a teacup. And also the figures, but less so. And there is a different decorative teacup and saucer that you can buy as an add-on for $35, but I didn't do that because when I placed the order, I thought I was getting the dice roller one. I'm just a bit disappointed because I feel like I didn't get what I ordered, and at $250 USD, I'd hoped that everything would be close to as initially described. What we got is still really nice, and using it feels great, but my teacup. Moving along, we have the little goodies from the bottom of the box. First up is this pin of Sal's prosthetic. I love this. I'm never gonna use it because if something happens to it, I'll cry, but it is so nice and going on my shelf. Then we have some stickers. There's Todd, Ash, Larry, and Sal. I'm also never using these because I'm a deeply anxious individual and I can never actually use my stickers, but these are great. Finally, it's time for the actual board game. The deluxe edition comes with this sleeve, and the artwork on it is absolutely incredible. I would buy either of these as a print, but especially that front one with the 4 of them. It's fun to see them in a realistic style. It's reminiscent of Goosebumps covers, and that was a huge part of my childhood. Ages 13 plus, 1 to 5 players, 45 to 60 minutes. I can do that. I love this artwork here too. Sal is so short. Solve the unholy mysteries of Knockfell before the dark corruption consumes all. Thank you, I'll certainly do my best. So opening up the box, we've got our instruction booklet, which I'm not going to look at too closely yet, but I like that we've got the 3 C's. Cops, corrupted spirits, and cultists. We also have this solo mode instruction sheet. These are the character boards. They look like the Super Gear Boy, and that's so cool. I'm unfortunately a retro game collector, and I'm the kind of guy that owns a Game Gear and way too many Game Boys, so I'm incredibly fond of the Super Gear Boy. I love this, they're perfect, and I love that each character has their name written on the battery pack with their handwriting. Tag yourself. Which Sallyface character is your handwriting most like? Mine's Todd and Larry for sure. And here's Travis, who I apparently didn't feel the need to look at the other side of. Sorry, I'll put a picture in. Here are the character standees. They're acrylic and they've included the best character, Gizmo. I'm not going to take these out of the packet, but here are some dice, and here are some other dice, and here are some wooden counters, and then some little black counters, and then the stands for the standees. I am not interested in spoiling the game for myself and also anyone watching before I even play, so I'm not opening anything that contains spoilers, but there's that sleeve art again. Love that. These are the regular cards though, so we'll go through those. This is interesting. I'm excited to actually sit down and play it with my friends who will all definitely want to be there. And it looks like each playable character has their own curse. Oh boy. The Gizmo card, I love it. The ghost cards are different on the back. I'm sure that nothing sad or terrible will happen to these beloved characters during gameplay. And then in a separate deck, these are our bonuses, I think. Lisa and Megan, and some blank cards for if you want to add your own thing. These 4 are all bonus story decks that were unlocked as stretch goals, and we're not opening them because of spoilers. But we've got Another Dead Body, Ghost Stories, Meet the Neighbors, and Sallyface and the Temple of Doom. These all look great, but I love the Meet the Neighbors one. Look at that gorgeous artwork. Finally, these are our game boards. These are the different floors of Addison Apartments, and then the apartment room, treehouse, Knockfellhigh and the Temple. This was the other extra at the bottom of the box. It's Gizmo absolutely chilling out, which is distinct from the other Gizmo standee where he's like locked in or something. I have to say, I am so hyped to play this game. It looks like so much fun. I've heard that there are some typos on some of the story cards, but I obviously haven't gotten to those yet, and hopefully it's nothing game breaking. I love everything in here. It's all super high quality, and I'm really glad I was able to back the Kickstarter. I'm a bit let down by that dice roller, but it's still very nice, and everything else is 10 out of 10, no notes, wonderful. What do you guys think? Are you interested in picking up Strange Nightmares at some point? Let me know. I think about Sallyface every day, and I'm sure some of you guys do too. Fingers crossed for more merch or anything in the future. Just as a quick update, my current crafting video is about 60% done, and I'm hoping to have it up in the next 2 weeks, so keep an eye out for that if the spider baby from Toy Story scared you as a kid, or if you thought it was really cool. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Keep fighting the darkness!